Come on, you can do it! Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails. Guys, we have 3v3 coming up in a few short days, and I wanted to make a video about it because I think a lot of people who are watching now have not seen one of my hype videos for it. I mean, it's not like I'm not like a hype man exactly, but there's a lot about 3v3 that is misunderstood, and a lot of people don't necessarily love it. And I mean, I've always liked it on some level. Frankly, I do like the theorycraft involved, and I always used to think that Galactic Legends ruined 3v3, and to some degree, they kind of do if you have the wrong kind of take on it. So you guys know in 5v5, at least before the new changes that have been announced, I have always kind of lived in the off meta, have always enjoyed trying to take out Galactic Legends without using my own, and that's not really the case in 5v5 anymore. It's not going to be a thing. CG is going to change it, and now 3v3 though, it's been that way for a while in 3v3. Like it's 3v3, you need to kill your Galactic Legends with your own Galactic Legends for the most part. Like, people ask me, how do you take out Rey? I have to kill Rey in one shot. How do I do it? And my answer is always, you could get lucky with Vader, but otherwise you're probably screwed. There's no consistent way to beat any of these guys. In the off meta, it'll be even harder. Man, it'll be really tough actually to take out Rey on defense now without like Thrawn to hold her hands behind her back. It's going to be very difficult, but there are ways to do it. And so I want to talk about, we'll talk about my philosophy. We're already talking a little bit about it. I want to talk about resources that you guys have access to. They're all free, in fact. And then I want to talk about some Galactic Legends squads that you can use. They're not going to be like the most optimized, amazing ever, but just things I've been thinking about and, kind of ways to distribute them. So, the philosophy part is a lot of what I just said. It's, so I used to coast in GAC in 3v3 for the most part. Like, I got 9-3 records, 9-3, 9-3, and I even got an 8-4, which those are all of my worst records. Like in 5v5, my worst record is a 10-2. I've always made Kyber, but like 8-4, 9-3, that's what I got in 3v3 until I kind of had this epiphany of, oh man, okay, we can use Rey mirror match to be like, we can beat Rey with our own Rey, and it's cheaper. And so I made a video about it, and I went undefeated for 3 seasons. The 4th and most recent season I lost once, and it was just barely. And so I've had a lot of success in 3v3, and the whole shift though mentally, it was just like this light bulb moment of, you gotta take out Galactic Legends with your own. You can be super efficient. Rey mirror matches Rey consistently for like 54 banners, sometimes 52 at worst, 51, something like that. But for the most part, guys, it's like clockwork. It's very nice. So, with Kenobi, things are changed, of course, but now we have Sith Eternal Emperor. He's going to change, his interactions with Rey are going to change. Who knows what's going to happen next 3v3, but for this 3v3 at least, check out my resources. I'll show you guys how to look these things up, but if you keep most of your Galactic Legends on offense, it's going to be a lot better. Then that way, if you play in a way that, like, if your opponent places all their GLs, you just counter their GLs for high banners, and then you just pretend like the mode, the Galactic Legend part is just over, and that it's just over. Like, oh, hey, I got high banners against all 3 or 4 or 5 of your GLs. Great. Now we can just ignore that part and get on to the rest of the match. Like, take out the rest of the teams. And then if they do decide to keep all their GLs for offense too, then you've got kind of an efficiency match on your hands. But you just both get your 54, 55, 56s on the hardest teams, and then you let the rest of the teams decide how efficient you're going to be, each of you. So either one way or another, like, keeping a lot of GLs for offense isn't that bad. Now, that's not the answer to always put all of your GLs on defense. I'm not saying that, but watch me for the strategy stuff, guys. Watch me on Twitch, watch me on YouTube. It totally works. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that, kind of. Okay, let's talk about resources for a sec, since I keep mentioning all this stuff. Now, let's see. So, the very first thing, guys, very first thing I always point out is the Discord server. It's in the video description. You guys can find links to all of this stuff in the video description, but go check out our Discord server. It is full. We've got almost 3,000 people in it at this point, and we're doing well. We keep building, and there's a lot of things going on here. You can see on the left hand side there's all these teams or there's all these resources. You can see there's 3v3 defense ideas, offense ideas, just for 3v3. So check those out. If you go a little bit farther down, you have general discussion, grand arena theory, advice, all this different stuff, guys. Tons of different rooms for you guys to hang out. If you want to do memes, if you want to do lots of stuff. So check out our check it out, guys. Check out our Discord server, and if you want notifications on when myself or any of the Gambit Alliance are going live for their live streams on Twitch, if you want to be notified for different things, for scheduling things and stuff, go to information and roles. All you have to do is click on the corresponding number here. Here, I'll scroll down. Oh, you can't quite see it. Dang it. All right, tell you what, folks, let's just move this up. Here you go. So all you've got to do, guys, you see the corresponding number, see number 7 here, Xaereth Twitch live stream notification. So if I'm going live on Twitch, you want to know about that when it happens, click on the 7 reaction, and instantly you're going to be notified when I go live, and same with all this other stuff. So Discord server, guys, huge, awesome resource. Please join it if you want. Please join it even if you don't want. No, but it is super helpful, and lots of helpful people here to offer advice. You can offer advice if you're an expert, etc. If you want to show off that you've made Kyber, we've got a room to post your high lifetime banners, high GAC standings and stuff, and then we'll give you a different color to your name and stuff. We've got, all kinds of stuff. So that being said, folks, let's move on to the next thing, which is the Grand Arena counters sheet. And this one, guys, this is something that I'm pretty proud of. And there are others out there that are kind of like this. Some of them even have a little bit better of a kind of like an interaction thing. But for the most part, this one is the highest volume of content, and it's all stuff you can trust, because most of it, at least, comes with a video that you can link, that links you to it. You can see what's happening. So, oh, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. The heater randomly kicked on in my house just now, and it's all dusty. I'm sniffling. So what we've got here, guys, the 3v3 tab is on the bottom left. You guys can see it. That should be the one that opens. If not, just click on the 3v3 thing on the bottom left. You guys can't see it, but I totally can. So nah. But what we've got here is a sheet that basically tells you it maps out all the different teams that not only I have played, but my buddy End All Be All, some videos by our friend SoloBase15, and some videos, even fewer videos, by Ando. But all guys who are really good. They'll tell you how many banners we've gotten, what season it was, what round it was, etc. And then, so it'll tell you like the full team alphabetically. So like Asajj Ventress, Daka, Zombie. If you don't know what an acronym is, there's actually an acronyms tab that'll explain what they are. But let's say you need to take out BAM, which is Beskar Armor Mandalorian. And okay, so there's a BAM, IG, and Queel here. So what do we use? Like, really my go-to. Well, here let's use. Okay, so BAM, IG, and Queel. What do I use? I use Geos here. I got 51 banners here, so it's real. I've got some stuff here. You can see who did it, and then all you have to do, guys, is click here. Click on this. It takes you straight to the video. Oh, she can be quiet now. And let's just stop. Wow, look at the vapid expression. So, let's click on here now. In the video description, guys, if you don't want to just watch the whole video, if you feel free to, but if you don't want to watch the whole video, you can go down here to the video description. I have the timestamps to all of this, So all we need Geos versus Bando. Click on that, it'll take you directly there, and then you can see how I went about taking out this team. So, really not sure what this little watermark at the top here is. Pretty weird, but one way or another, you can see how I went about doing it, how I went about beating Bando, and we won't watch the whole video, but you can see my explanation of it. You can see that I don't look that different from when I made this video, apparently. So that's all of that is here in this counter sheet. So check that out. Also in the video description, there is a mobile friendly version as well. And honestly, I think that's where most of the people who are on the thing now are, most of the people who use this spreadsheet are on that one. It's nice. So that being said, folks, let's move on to the next thing that you can do, and that is check out my Twitch, folks. Check me out live. I'm one of the few. There are only 3 total Twitch partners on Twitch right now, and I am one of them. I'm the most recent one. Cubs and Urzatron are the other 2, and both of them are great streamers. I have nothing against them at all. They're not as competitive as me, you know, they'll openly admit it, so I don't feel like me saying that here is any slight against them. Love both of them, and they've got great content, but yeah, check out my Twitch. I go live. I live stream all of my matches. You can go. One of my matches is usually on the Gambit live stream on our Gambit Fight Night. It's usually the middle round. But if you sign up for notifications on Discord, then you'll get notifications for that as well. And then I always post it on YouTube, and YouTube is right here. So if you want to see my YouTube stuff, if you want to see my old videos, like my 3v3, my approach and everything, I cut out some of the stuff that I put in Twitch so that there's some incentive to watch on Twitch, but I do not take out any of the fights. I show all of the fights and my explanations of how I'm doing them. So if you want to go there, go to my channel, click on playlists here. You can see I got a new logo up top as well. The face is different, but the rebranded name is, or the face is the same, the rebranded words, it is different, so it looks nicer in my opinion. That being said, so go to playlists on my channel, and then you have to scroll down. On the bottom here, you see Grand Arena main account. Click on see the full playlist. So the one on the top is the one 5v5. You don't necessarily want to see it, but then I mean, you want to see it because it's good. It's so good. But beyond that, GAC 19 is a 3v3 season, so you can see all of those in order. Then GAC 18 is another 5v5, and then GAC 17 is another 3v3. So you guys can see there's lots of things to watch here if you want to see them. You know, all my commentary, all of like the how-to and teaching how to do it is right there at your fingertips. Just check it out. So YouTube, if you don't care to watch the full live stream, which generally live streams do take a little longer, or Twitch, if you want to hang out and do the live stream, and you know, it's a lot of fun. A lot of really knowledgeable people there. We get a pretty good crowd most nights, so go follow me, sub me on both of these. That would be amazing, guys. So those are some of the resources here, and let's get back to the game though. Let's get back to the game, and I'll show you some GL comps, and then we'll get you out of here. So we have the squads here. Let's get to this tab here. Okay, so like I said, folks, this is not going to be a comprehensive like how-to on these different GLs, and frankly, like they're not brilliant. They're not genius level. They're just things that I've been thinking about doing, and maybe they're going to work well. So in most cases, I'm going to tell you my options for offense and defense. And this isn't always, if you're facing me and I have Ray on defense, and you'll be like, hey, I thought you said you were going to put smugglers down. I'll be like, well, thanks for watching my video, but no, obviously that's not what I did. So sometimes, you know, this is just something I'm thinking of. So we've got Ray on offense, guys, with Xaereth, Rebel, Pathfinder, and Hoda. And check out what my most recent videos. End All Be All actually deserves the credit for this. Ray versus Ray with Cat. You can take Xaereth, Rebel, Pathfinder and he kind of just negates Cat a little bit. Cat tries to just execute him or whatever, her execat him. That's so dumb. But she tries to take him out with her annihilate thing, and then he just comes back because she doesn't actually cause permanent death. SRP is kind of fun. There's I did make a video of that though. So on defense, I want to try Rey with the smugglers. I mean, it works okay. Anyways, I just like the idea of these guys just annoying people, trying to mess with them. I mean, is it the very best? Like, you could put Rey with the hero bros. That might be the best option, but at the same time, I have to have 15 teams. You don't need the hero bros. Usually Rey is enough. I like offense Rey. She's pretty fancy. So I like the smugglers. They're neat. They're not going to stop anyone that's too excited about it. But a lot of times you don't necessarily just don't run the Poe with veterans. I don't like that. But okay, so Sith Eternal. I don't think he should go on defense in 3v3 anywhere. I guess he's okay on 3v3. Man, he just kills everything in 3v3 on offense. He is just so good. He takes out Rey. He takes out himself. If he does the mirror, he just does Sith Eternal solos a Sith Eternal squad. It's funny because they can't get linked on him if you solo. You can take out Darth Revan, you can take out General Skywalker, all kinds of awesome stuff, and kills all the different galactic legends except for maybe Kylo. So I just have Armor and then Gar Saxon. If you're afraid the Armor is going to die or get stunned right away, you take Gar Saxon. So then, if you're facing Rey with the hero bros, they might stun Armor to the point that Armor just dies before she can actually put the Beskar ingots on. And so you can take Gar. He's a tank, technically. And, technically, yes, stay for the puns, guys. So what happens is Sith Eternal links and immediately causes that taunt on Gar Saxon, and then they hit Gar Saxon, theoretically get him to the point where he's not dead, but he's at 60% health, and it gives another Beskar ingot to Armor as well, who then hands all three, but if she only has two, just hand two to Sith Eternal, and then you win. So pretty good synergy here. Gar obviously dies. Armor dies. This is not great banners if you do all three of them, but if you just do Armor, and usually just Armor is fine in 3v3. 5v5, usually, a lot of times you do want one more, but one way or another. Okay, so we have Supreme Leader Kylo here, guys. Two different options here. I really hesitate to say Sith Supreme Leader Kylo with old Daka and Zombie, but that cheese team can stop people at times. It is super frustrating. That is one way I was stopped from full clearing a couple seasons ago, because, well, I actually did an armor thing. Man, gosh, that was such a brutal fight. I beat the guy pretty strongly, actually, but, well, I couldn't clear this team because I just didn't have the right tools. So pretty frustrating, but at the end of the day, it's a very good team, and it can be a good team. The other Galactic Legends kind of chuckle at it. Rey really struggles against this, though. Otherwise, I do just like Supreme Leader Kylo with Hux and First Order Stormtrooper. That way you have a good taunt. You don't have to use Krug. Krug is good on his own in 3v3. And runs his own team. Hux, I do like Hux on his own team. And so the other option for Kylo, which I didn't put here, is you can run him solo on offense. You can do that. You can also swap out Stormtrooper for Thrawn if you want to do a mirror match, or if you're facing Rey, you probably want Thrawn to hold her hands behind her back until, of course, the change comes, and then Thrawn won't do that much to Rey. But for now, these are the two teams, in my opinion, that are going to be kind of the staples for Supreme Leader Kylo this time. Well, it'll be interesting to see what Maul does, how he changes things. But now we have two versions of Jedi Master Luke, and I'm so awkward with Luke in 3v3s, frankly. He's good. He'll take out Supreme Leader Kylo. I like him with any number of Jedi. These are two options. Okay, so one of them, I like Whack-A-Mole. I like 5v5 Whack-A-Mole a little better, but you can use Luke, Jedi Master Luke, to go with Ayla, and then you use his master, or his leadership ability, to, you know, charge his ultimate, but while you're doing that, you also are sending Ayla to stun everyone. I call it whack-a-mole because the second someone goes out of stun, you just send her over and she stuns on basic, and so you just have her go around and whack, 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 stun them and stun them and stun them until you win. Obviously, that doesn't work against other Galactic Legends. I wouldn't necessarily run this against other Galactic Legends, but this team, like, it's got ability block, it's got that stun on a stick, it's got, obviously, Jedi Master Luke and his whole kit. You can heal him by calling him to assist. No, people don't use that ability enough, frankly. They're like, oh, he's out of protection, shoot, what do I do? And then they don't call him to assist. I'm like, you can call him to assist for 5, like, just give him 5% protection, and then he's taunting again. Like, just do it. Just do it, but then they don't, and then they lose, and I laugh, ironically, because they could have won, or at least prolong the fight a bit. This other one is kind of a joke. I loathe this team, guys. This team can get some holds for you, granted, but this is one of the few off-meta teams, like teams that you can beat with the off-meta counters. You can use like Revan with Han and like General Skywalker, and granted that's expensive, but you're also beating a team that's like 3 different teams of their own. Like Basti's great at running her own team, Jedi Master Luke is great at running his own team, and Watt makes another team from nothing. So these guys, I made the little comment here, please run this forever. Oh, you guys couldn't even see it, sorry. But it's Basti. Gosh, I bet some of these things you guys didn't even see the whole time I was talking about them. That's okay. The leader wasn't important, right? So, anyways, this Basti team though, it can be good, but I think you just get wrecked by a lot of different things. I would love it if people want to run this forever. That's great. I'll just run Supreme Leader Kylo to solo it for a really nice 56, 55. So, let's see. So now we have Kenobi here, guys, and a couple different options. Kenobi's the one behind my face here, just so you're aware. So you can run Cat, and look at Cat versus Ahsoka Snips. They're like the same picture. They need to change that. It's and their head tail things are just like match the blue glowy thing. It's very confusing, but the blue glowy thing has stripes just like their head tails. The way you can, pro tip guys, the way you can tell the difference is how many Zetas they have. Cad is going to have 3 most of the time. Ahsoka is going to have 1. So, all right. So if you want to counter a Kenobi team that has Cat, and you're like, man, I don't want to use, so she's just gonna annihilate my Kenobi, you can just run it with Mace Windu out the window with you. But he literally, that's how he died. But he's a taunting tank under Kenobi, so their Cat will kill your window, your Cat will kill theirs, and then you can just like trade pieces and blah blah blah, and it's a boring match. You could actually run it with R2 and make it so that their Cat tries to annihilate Kenobi, and I like that version better. You'd have to have a faster Cat though, so one way or another, this team, I mean, that's the standard thing. I don't want to do that. I want to use a different team. Like right now, Supreme Leader Kylo beats this with the zombie and the zombie DACA thing, because everyone just attacks that, but they're going to change the AI, so I didn't want to suggest it. The other one, I guess, is like Kenobi with Kenobi and Cat and Snips, and I think that'll be fine. I don't know. Maybe he wants Ki-Adi-Mundi in this situation instead of Snips, and maybe, depending on who he's facing, maybe you don't even need a tank. I don't know. He's the biggest unknown to me, but just a couple characters I'm thinking of running with him. So that being said, folks, this is it for me. End of the line, and I've been talking about teams for like 10 minutes. This is going to be a short video, damn it all. That being said, I'm going to for real call it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails. I'll see you on the holo tables. hopefully on YouTube and Twitch at least, folks. We'll see you there.